Don't allow yourself to be deceived with every lie that you see in this world. Most of the things portrayed by the world, portrayed by worldly people, is a lie. It's a deception. Deception means that you're being lied to without knowing that you're being lied to. For if you knew that you were being lied to, it would no longer be a deception. The majority of the world is living in deception, and the Bible tells us the world is under the control of Satan. In other words, he influences them negatively. He deceives them, having them believe that they're living the life, they're living the truth, they know the truth, they are the truth, they're being awakened, they're advancing, they're creating something, they're building something. In essence, they're building nothing. They have nothing, they're building nothing. And it's not the truth that they live in, it's a deception. And this is why when something like a corona pandemic comes along, the people who were building, thinking that they have everything, they've done everything, they're advancing, these are the people that crumble down first. These are the people that are choking first. These are the people that are drowning in fear first, because they build this is the deception of Satan in this world. They think they have the deception that they're building their empire, they're advancing, they're producing, they're growing, and then these are the people that crumble down first. These are the people that are filled with fear first. These are the people that lose clarity first. These are the people that just break down first, get depressed first. Why? Because everything they thought they were building, they thought they had it. They were building the truth. They have the truth. They're building on a wrong foundation. You see, anything you build on a foundation other than Jesus Christ will come crumbling down when the winds start to beat up on that house. In other words, start to beat up on the thing that you're building. The second the wind comes, the second a storm comes, the second the corona pandemic comes, the second something comes that you're not expecting, you see that the things that you start building, they start to crumble down. And the higher you build, the bigger the fall that comes down, because the foundation that you're building on is not Jesus Christ. Anything you build other than the foundation of Jesus Christ will come crumbling down, right? Jesus needs to be the foundation all the time. Anything you build on the foundation of Jesus Christ, who is the rock, and it does not matter what kind of storms come, what kind of corona pandemic comes, what kind of whatever comes. If you have built your life on the rock, who is Jesus Christ, there is no storm big enough, strong enough, with the authority to knock down that thing built on Jesus Christ. It has no power. Jesus tells the winds, the storms, shh, be quiet. And the storms calm down and be quiet. And then the disciples of Jesus say, what kind of man is this? Even the winds obey him. You see, so don't feel jealous of what you see in this world, and people are, when you meet somebody, they're going to show you their best face. Always. They're always going to show you their best side. But open up and see what's really inside that best face, and you will see that most of the time it has nothing to do with what they're portraying on the outside. What they're portraying on the outside is a lie, is a fake, is false. On the social media, when you see everyone puts on the best clothes, everyone puts on their biggest smile, they make sure the background is just looking just so perfect, so glamorous, so rich, so lovely. So depends what kind of image they're trying to portray out, they're trying to project out. If someone wants to, if you're in the new age, and when I was in the new age, usually they will go out in nature and they will choose the best spot, and they'll probably take 100 photos so they can find that one photo that looks like they want it to look. That's not life, that's all a fake. And it usually will be outside in nature to portray that I'm just so healthy, I'm just so spiritual, I'm just so evolved, I'm just so, look how spiritual I am, everything's so healthy. And if they're trying to portray that they're eating all this that they're so healthy, they're eating all this healthy food, they will cut the vegetables, they will cut the fruit. Exactly. Probably take a, where is it, probably take a measuring thing and measure the cubes exactly so it can look so perfect on social media, to make out, this is my life, this is how I eat, I'm so healthy, you know, and look at me and whatever. But behind the scenes, that's not what it looks like. The majority of things you see on social media, the majority of things that people show you, the image that they give to you, it's all fake. Because once they're off social media, once they're off the photos, once they're off the videos, you think they eat like that all the time? I don't think so. You think they're out in nature like that and breathing in the fresh air all the time? I don't think so. When you see on social media, or when they portray to you that I have just this luxurious lifestyle, and look at the background, you know, this fancy cars, this fancy house, look at these fancy rich clothes that I'm wearing, or what, depending on what they want to portray to you. Not everyone wants to portray rich and a successful life, and look at my cars, and look at the women on my arm, and look at the successful men next, whatever it is. It depends what you want to portray. Everyone portrays something different, but most of it, if it's in the world and it's worldly, let me tell you firsthand, it's fake. It's fake. Not 99% of it is fake. It's all fake. 100% is fake. It's all fake. Because if you really open the curtains to see, hey, what is really happening in that person's life, you will see there is a lot of misery. There is definitely dissatisfaction. Why? You can't be filled with peace. You can't be filled with joy. You can't be filled with satisfaction without Jesus Christ. And that's just how it is. And that's the deception fed to them by Satan, when he says, you just have to keep pushing. You just have to keep going further. You just have to keep building. You just have to keep being that hamster on a running wheel, in other words. So you can be happy, so you can break through that depression, so you can achieve what you want, so you can get that extra money, so you can do that, so you can go there. But what is Satan doing? He's just making them like a hamster on a running wheel. They're not happy. They're not satisfied. They don't have peace. They're always anxious. They're always living in fear. The empty void in their heart is still there. And it will always be there. And all this chasing that they're doing and portraying that they're so happy, when the phones go down, they're not happy. And all this chasing that they're doing and all this that they're doing is for some attention. It's for some affection. It's for some recognition. It's for some validation. Why? Because the empty void is still there. And that empty void will always be there, because that empty void in the heart, in the soul of man, is designed to be filled only by God, who created man. And so anything you see in the world, anything people are chasing in the world, however happy and successful and satisfied they look, when the phones go down, the countenance changes. Because they're seeking things, activities and entertainments and possessions and money and this. They're seeking things or recognition or validation. It's all chased in the attempt to fill in this emptiness in the heart. And so it's all coming to you, and you're chasing, and you're wanting, and you're gaining, and you're having, and you're whatever it is that you're doing. It's all designed to fill this emptiness. And don't get me wrong, it gives you a superficial sense of relief sometimes. I mean, when you're receiving all this recognition on social media, all these thumbs are going up, all these comments are coming to you, superficially, it's feeling that emptiness. So you feel a superficial high, a superficial sense of relief, until you don't. So now you have to keep going back for more. So now your life has just become one fakeness that revolves around convincing myself I'm happy, convincing them that I'm happy, creating the right background to look that what I'm speaking about my life is really true when you know it's not. So I can get that next fix, that next superficial high, that next superficial sense of happiness. Superficial. And then you superficially feel good again until you don't. So now you need to go back for more. But that's just for these people. You've got the people who are portraying that they're living this rich, luxurious life. So they're always coming up with new places to go, to take the picture, to portray, because they need this connection. They need this validation. They need this recognition to feel this. Whether you're portraying a spiritual new ager, I'm so spiritual, look at me, or whether you're portraying, look how healthy I am, look at all the healthy food. Look at all the healthy food that I'm eating. I cooked some pasta yesterday. Put all the vegetables in there, and I put the vegan cream on top, and I fried some onions, and I put it all in there, and it was delicious. But I'm not on here saying, look, if you know what I mean. When they make a routine out of it, when they make a life out of it, and it's all designed to fill this emptiness in the heart. That emptiness in the heart can never be filled because it's designed to only be filled through one way, one source. And that's a relationship with God. Not a superficial relationship, an intimate, a deep, passionate, a real, a strong relationship with God. And this is why the more you know God, the more you have God, the less you feel the need. I don't need that. I don't need that. I thought I needed that. I don't. I thought I needed that, and I don't. I'm happy. I have peace. I have satisfaction. So, don't fall into the traps, because there are many, of these worldly ways and worldly people. And a lot of them will make you feel, because, and you can see that in movies, in cartoons, the way we're brought up in school, it's demonstrated in this world system that if you don't have that, you're not good enough. If you don't memorize this test enough to get 20 out of 20 in school, you're not good enough. If you don't have those 3 cars parked there, you're not successful. If you don't have your own business, your own big house paid off, you put all your kids through college, you're not successful, you're a failure. You know, that big fat American dream. Can you see how the world system is designed in a way to be a competition? Competition implies a lack. Competition implies a lack because if it's a competition, there always has to be a loser. If there has to be a loser, then you're not living from a place of Jesus Christ. Because when you're drawing from the source of Jesus Christ, it is an eternal source, an eternal well of water that never runs dry. So there could be 1,000, 1,000,000 people drinking from that water constantly throughout their entire lives. It will never run dry. And if you're away for a week and everyone's there drinking, and then you come back after a week, have peace in your heart that that well will still be full, because it will never run dry. There is nothing that someone can take that will cause you to have lack, because the source of Jesus never runs dry. There is no amount of water that someone can drink from that well that will cause you to be in lack, because that water never runs dry. And so the ways of this world, where it's all about competition, it is evident that they are operating from the wrong source. A source of, if you don't grab it now, you will be left behind. There will be none left for you. Because that well always runs dry. In fact, it's designed. The well of the worldly ways is designed to keep you thirsty. It's designed that way. And so you will always be thirsty. Just like these people are always thirsty for more. So they keep coming back the next day. And then they keep coming back the next day. Because that well through which they draw always runs dry. It is designed to run dry. But Jesus said, he who drinks from the water which I give them shall never thirst again. Let me find that for you. John 4, chapter 14. Jesus said, but whoever drinks from the water I give them will never thirst again. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life. So not only when you drink from the water Jesus gives you, not only you will never thirst again, but that water which you drink will become a spring within you. In other words, a spring of flowing water, an abundance of water within you. That abundance of flowing water is the Holy Spirit of God. And the source, the spring, the source of that water is Jesus Christ himself. And when you drink of the water, Jesus says, I am the water. When you drink of the water, when you take in Jesus Christ, an abundance of life will flow through you. Then you will know what real peace is. Then you will know real joy. Then you will know real satisfaction, without the need for all of this going on, without the need of that, without the need of chasing, without the need of pushing, without the need of seeking, without the need of being a hamster on a running wheel. Thinking, if I can just push through, then I'll be happy. If I can just get more money, then I can have what I want. If I can just do that, then I can. It's all a lie. It's designed to keep you thirsty. If you drink from the water Jesus gives you, you shall never thirst again. And that is the truth. Take that to the bank. Right. My books can be purchased below. Both made bestsellers. Who is God? New Age occult to Jesus Christ. For those of you who need deliverance from the New Age demonic stuff, message me on Facebook and I will video call you back. If you need prayers or deliverance, message me on Facebook or email me to purchase the books. The link is below. If you want to donate to my ministry, link is below. God bless you. Peace be with you.